Good morning, Year 4. Our reading today then, we are looking at poetry and we're linking this to our topic of the ancient Greeks. So it is Monday the 1st of February and we're focusing on vocabulary today. So first things first, we are going to read our text for the week. So it is called I Am the Minotaur. And you can either read it yourself and pause the video and join us later on, or you can listen to me reading it, thinking about the vocabulary you can hear. I'm the Minotaur, half man, half bull, King Minos's pet, so strong and tall, with horns like daggers and piercing eyes. I've muscles of rock, I'm colossal in size. I live in a maze on the island of Crete, while chained to a wall I sleep and eat meat. The Athenians are our fierce enemies. Huge battles have caused terrible memories. For peace they made a deal one day. If they simply feed me, Minos will stay away. He promised he wouldn't attack any more if hosts of youths were sent to our shore. It's every 9 years to be precise. 7 boys, 7 girls, just a roll of the dice. They nervously wait to hear if they're selected, then enter my maze and look so dejected. Lucky for me, they will soon be here. They're on the horizon, comes Minos's cheer. I've waited so long to hear that noise, the Athenian boat full of girls and boys. Waiting here hungry in this complex maze, fresh meals to feast on are just what I crave. Now they've arrived, I'm excited to see how breakfast will look and if they're scared of me. Tomorrow morning my treats will come in. This time I'll put all the bones in the bin. Just as I start to relax for the night, there's a creak of the door, a surprising sight. A handsome young man with a sword in his hand walks closer to me, which I don't understand. He tightly grips onto a long piece of string with a finger that carries a shiny gold ring. He then shouts to me, he's brave at least, "It's the end for you, you nasty old beast." I laugh, I roar, then I charge at my prey, but he stands his ground, he does not run away. I'm shocked at his strength, his movement and speed. Frustrated, I pounce, I need my feed. With a swish of his sword, I crash to the ground, and the whole maze shakes with a thundering sound. He then calmly says, with a foot on my chest, "It looks like you've met your ultimate test. I'm sorry, poor beast, but this battle is done. Never again will you have your fun. I'll use the string to find my way out. It's the end for you, there is no doubt. Ariadne and my friends are safe and free. I'll marry her soon, just wait and see." Oh no, of course you won't be around. You're lifelessly laying under the ground. My boat's white sails will show we've succeeded. We'll all rejoice, it's what Athens has needed. I look into his eyes and accept the defeat. Someone so brave I never did meet. The boy runs off, disappearing from view. Now I may as well sleep. What else can I do? So, now we've watched the video and listened to me reading the poem, what do we know about the Minotaur? Okay, so you can go back to the poem and tell me what you know about him. So, for example, I know, looking at the text, that he is half man, half bull. Okay, and another example might be that he is King Minos's pet. So I will go back and another line off my spider diagram, and I would say he is King Minos's pet. And I remember my capital letters because King Minos is a name. Okay, so pause the video and tell me what you already know about the Minotaur after reading the poem. Okay then, so we're moving into looking at vocabulary today. And what I would like you to do is make sure we understand the words in the text. So as an example, I have picked out the word piercing as a nice piece of high-level vocabulary. It talks about the Minotaur having piercing eyes. So I'm going to find out its meaning, and I want a synonym and an antonym. So remembering that a synonym is a word that is similar in meaning, and an antonym is a word which is the opposite in meaning. So When we have piercing eyes, it's almost like those eyes gaze deeply into you, okay? So I'm going to use to gaze deeply as my meaning of piercing, okay? So it's gazing deeply. Now I want a synonym for piercing, so I'm going to use deep. So I've taken that from my meaning. So if we have piercing eyes, we have quite deep eyes. It looks like you can almost see into somebody's soul, okay? So an antonym might be shallow, because shallow is the opposite of deep. So I've picked out some more vocabulary for you, and if you want to choose your own, then that is fantastic. But in your books, I would like you to write out these words and tell me their meaning, give me a synonym, and try and give me an antonym for each of the words we have picked out. Okay, make sure you send your work into your teacher before you enjoy your lunchtime.